Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to work on Garden Prelude by Mirabilia and work on it until tomorrow. So this is what it looks like right now, and let me get this thing off. And then this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I have my floss cards, which I had to look for it for a little longer than my other projects because this is smaller than the other floss cards and the color palette is pretty limited, so I didn't see it right away, but I found it and it doesn't look that interesting right now color-wise, but I really like this design because of the dress and the violin. And this is on a 40 count as well, and I dyed my own fabric with a tea bag for this, but I added a couple of drops of earth dye teal in it and then some blue and pinks after that. And I did that because I'm only going to stitch the lady without the flowers and the pillars in the background. So I wanted something in the background, and I was inspired by a Picture This Plus fabric called Heroic. I actually stitched Fairy Idol on that and I really liked it. So I was trying to recreate that with purples and yellows instead of pink and blues, but I didn't get the root dye on time or couldn't. So I just did it with what I had, and so I had denim blue and petal pink root dye, so I just used that. But if you want to see how I made this fabric, I actually included some clips of it in the vlog that I started this project, I believe, so I'll link that video in the description box if you're interested in seeing how I did that. I don't really explain anything in the video, so if you have any questions, let me know and I'll try to explain how I did it in the comment section. But yeah, so because this is a 40 count fabric, I'm stitching 1/1, and yeah, I'm going to work on her hair and the ribbons, and I don't think I will, but if I finish that before I change projects, I'll start the dress here, and then I also want to finish all of the back stitching on this, so her face, her arms, and the violin. So yeah, that would be my goal for this project. So I just started stitching the black for her hair, but I think I'm going to work on the ribbons first, and then after that I can just work on filling in the empty spaces with this black, because I think that's going to be much faster, more efficient. So yeah, I think I'm going to start stitching the purples here. And also I've been stitching with the regular DMC black, the 310. So all of this black right now is DMC black, and the coverage is okay, but Anchor Black 403 has better coverage. So I think I'm going to finish the rest of her hair with Anchor Black, and I have a skein here, and this is from Margarita, so thank you so much again for your gifts. So yeah, I think I'm going to finish her hair with this instead of DMC. So half of her hair is going to be DMC, but the other half will be Anchor, and I don't think it'll be that noticeable anyways, but I could tell the DMC is a little thinner than Anchor Black when I'm stitching, but after the whole cross stitch it's pretty similar, but I'm keep questioning myself when I'm stitching with the DMC if the coverage is good enough or not, so I'm just going to finish the rest of her hair with Anchor Black. I think I'm almost finished with the purple ribbons on her hair. I think I actually missed a couple of stitches, so I'm going to go back and finish those. But yeah, so I was going to work on her hair now, but I felt like backstitching, so just now I just finished backstitching her face and started on her arm. But I had to fix her nose several times because I didn't really like the way it looked when I stitched the way it was charted. So I had to change it up a little bit, but I think I'm really happy with it now. And then there's also backstitching on the violin, but it calls for acrylic. So I'm gonna go through my stash and see if I have it or not. Or if I don't, I can just do a conversion. So yeah, I really want to finish the hair so I can get to the dress. So I'm going to see how much I can get done tonight. So just checking in real quick to show you that I finished her hair. And I'm really happy with my progress because that was a lot of stitches. So yeah, I finished her hair, but I think I might add a couple of stitches here, maybe 3 or 4 stitches at the end because that looks a little weird right now. And I actually added a couple of stitches down here as well, so it looks more flowier. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go back and fix the hair a little bit. So now I'm going to go back and finish all of the back stitching on our arms and also on the violin. And I think that's going to, I don't think that's going to take too much time, but I still need to check if I have the krennic for it. So I finished the backstitching, so all the backstitching on Garden Prelude is finished, I think, and I know it looks a little weird here, but that's only because of the lighting right now, and because of the shadows here, but I did change the backstitching color for the violin and for the bow as well, because it actually called for the silver color. I don't know if you can see that right now in the picture, but it looks almost blue here, but it's actually a silver krennic. And violin bows are, the hairs are actually a little yellow, so I went with this instead. This is a Petite Treasure Braid number PB02, and this is the lightest gold color that I had, and I think I like this better. So yeah, really happy with how the back stitching turned out. And I'm actually a little tired now, but I want to at least put in a couple of stitches on her dress, so I'm gonna try and do that for a little bit. Hi everyone, so this is my last update for Garden Prelude, and I'm actually really happy with my progress. I do wish I stitched a little bit more on her dress, but I was really tired last night, so all I did was this little bit here, and that was it. But the hair, the ribbon, and also the back stitching is done, which was my goal for this rotation for this project, and I'm actually really happy with my creme version for the krennic. Because I always wanted to try converting a krennic to these Petite Treasure braids, because krennics are, I think even number 8 krennics might be too thick to stitch on 40 counts, and I actually didn't try cross stitching with the Petite Treasure braid just yet, but I really like the thickness of it on 40 count because it wasn't pulling the fabric like krennic does even on 32 counts. So yeah, it's much more easier to work with. So I think I feel really good about converting krennic to Petite Treasure braids in future projects from now on. And also someone commented in one of my videos, said, or they recommended using blending filaments instead of krennics. And I think that's a really good idea too. And I think blending filaments are actually even thinner than Petite Treasure braids. So I think that'll work out really well too. But I haven't tried it personally. So yeah, really happy with this and can't wait to come back to this again to stitch her dress because those are really pretty colors, including the purples. So yeah, so today I'm going to, well, I was going to dye my fabric yesterday, but I completely forgot. So my plan was to start one of this today, but I don't have my fabric yet for any of these two. So I'm going to start today by making my fabric, but I think I'll only have time to make one fabric today, and I haven't even decided which one yet. But Princess Tatiana had more votes when I had that poll going, and also I think it'll be much more easier fabric to dye today, so yeah, I think I'm going to work on that, and I'll see you in my next video with the new start. So thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!